The Ashes is one of the most iconic rivalries in the history of cricket. It all began in 1882 when Australia defeated England for the first time on English soil at the Oval. The shock of that loss led a British newspaper, The Sporting Times, to publish a satirical obituary, declaring that English cricket had died and the body will be cremated and the Ashes taken to Australia. This mock obituary sparked the birth of the Ashes. Later that year, when England toured Australia, English captain Ivor Bligh was presented with a small terracotta urn as a joke. That urn came to symbolize the Ashes, and it remains one of the most famous trophies in sports. Though the actual urn is housed at Lord's Cricket Ground in London, the two nations now compete for a replicate trophy. Since then, the Ashes has grown into the most historic and prestigious Test series in cricket. It is contested roughly every 2 years, alternating between England and Australia, with 5 Test matches played in each series. The rivalry is fierce, the pressure intense, and the stakes enormous, not just for players, but for fans on both sides of the world. The series has produced countless unforgettable moments. From Donald Bradman's dominance in the 1930s to Shane Warne's magical deliveries in the 1990s and 2000s, the Ashes has been a stage for greatness. Bradman's 974 runs in the 1930 Ashes remain a record for the most runs in a single Test series. In response to his brilliance, England developed the controversial bodyline bowling tactic during the 1932-33 series, which targeted the body of the batsman with fast, short-pitched deliveries. The Bodyline series was so intense that it almost caused a diplomatic incident between England and Australia. Over the decades, the Ashes has seen shifts in dominance. Australia had long periods of supremacy, especially during the Bradman era and later in the early 2000s. But England too had their moments of glory, including the legendary 2005 series, a modern classic that revived the love of Test cricket in England and is often considered one of the greatest series ever played.
The 2005 Ashes series is remembered as one of the most thrilling and competitive Test series in cricket history. England had not won the Ashes since 1986-87, and Australia came into the series with a powerful side including Ricky Ponting, Shane Warne, Glenn McGrath, and Adam Gilchrist. But England, led by Michael Vaughan, rose to the challenge with a balanced team featuring Andrew Flintoff, Kevin Pietersen, and Steve Harmison. Each Test match in that series was filled with drama and tension. The second Test at Edgbaston, which England won by just 2 runs, is considered one of the greatest Tests ever played. That series reignited global interest in Test cricket. Flintoff's all-round brilliance, Vaughan's magical bowling, and Peterson's aggressive batting created a series full of unforgettable moments. England won the series 2-1, and the players were hailed as heroes. The Ashes urn was returned to England after nearly 2 decades. Over the years, the Ashes has not only produced epic battles but also remarkable individual records. Sir Donald Bradman remains the leading run scorer in Ashes history, with 5,028 runs at an average of nearly 90. His dominance defined multiple series. Among English players, Sir Alistair Cook leads with 2,493 Ashes runs. In bowling, Shane Warne is the top wicket-taker in Ashes history, with 195 wickets in 36 Tests. For England, Ian Botham and James Anderson have also had great success, with Anderson becoming the most prolific pace bowler in the history of the Ashes. One of the most memorable bowling performances came from England's Jim Laker in 1956 when he took 19 wickets in a single match against Australia at Old Trafford. That record still stands today as the best match figures in Test cricket. On the batting side, England's Len Hutton scored 364 runs in a single innings at the Oval in 1938, another milestone in Ashes history. In recent years, the Ashes has continued to produce thrilling cricket and edge-of-the-seat excitement. The 2010-11 series in Australia was a historic moment for England, as they won the series 3-1, their first series win down under in 24 years. Led by Andrew Strauss and powered by Alistair Cook's 766 runs, England dominated the series and secured victory in 3 out of 5 tests. Cook's consistent performances were the backbone of England's success, and James Anderson's swing bowling troubled the Australian batsmen throughout. In 2013 and 2013-14, back-to-back Ashes series were held, one in England and one in Australia. England won the home series 3-0, but Australia responded in dominant fashion with a 5-0 whitewash at home, led by Mitchell Johnson's fearsome fast bowling. Johnson's pace and aggression rattled the English batting lineup, and he finished the series with 37 wickets, earning the Player of the Series award. The 2019 Ashes, held in England, ended in a 2-2 draw, but it was packed with unforgettable moments. Australian batsman Steve Smith made a remarkable comeback after a ban, scoring 774 runs in 4 matches, including twin centuries at Edgbaston. England's Ben Stokes delivered one of the greatest innings in Test history at Headingley, scoring 135 not out to chase down 359 runs with just 1 wicket remaining. That performance instantly became a classic in Ashes folklore. In 2021-22, Australia again dominated on home soil, winning the series 4-0. Pat Cummins led the side as captain for the first time, and Australia's bowling attack, including Mitchell Starc, Josh Hazlewood, and Nathan Lyon, kept England under constant pressure. England struggled to build partnerships, and their batting collapses led to heavy defeats across multiple tests. The most recent series in 2023 was held in England and ended in a 2-2 draw. Australia retained the Ashes as the holders, but the series was evenly matched and fiercely contested. Rain played a role in some matches, but the competitiveness remained high. Players like Usman Khawaja, Zach Crawley, and Mark Wood made vital contributions, and the rivalry showed no signs of slowing down. The Ashes has stood the test of time as cricket's most prestigious and emotionally charged contest. More than just a battle between bat and ball, it is a clash of traditions, pride, and sporting identity. With every new series, the Ashes adds another chapter to its legendary history, keeping fans across the world eagerly awaiting the next showdown between England and Australia. Beyond statistics and trophies, the Ashes represents passion, legacy, and national pride. Generations of fans have grown up watching these legendary contests, where a single session of play can turn the tide of an entire series. Whether it's a dramatic collapse, a stunning century, or a heroic spell of bowling, the Ashes delivers theatre like no other. From the dusty pitches of Adelaide to the swinging conditions at Lord's, every venue holds its own history. Players know that performing in an Ashes test can define their careers. It is not just a game, it's an experience etched in cricket's deepest roots. And as long as England and Australia take the field, the fire of the Ashes will continue to burn bright.